up, guys? It's LogicLookss, and today, boys, we got a 1-week dark matter snipe challenge. We're gonna show you guys a ton of my dark matter snipes over this past week, how much profit we made, and all of that. So I'm excited to get into it, man. Let's get into the video. Let's go. Boys, like I said, man, this video right here is a 1-week dark matter snipe challenge. Over the past week, I've basically been sniping on the dark matter filter, not for a super long time. Listen, I wanted to make it as realistic as possible. I spent about 2 hours probably every day on average. Some days I would actually spend more than 2 hours, like Fridays I would probably spend like 4 hours on the filter, and then some other days I would spend like an hour to maybe like 30 minutes on the filter. So it was kind of random, but on average I would say I spent about 2 hours on the filter every day, and I'm going to show you guys what I ended up getting over the whole entire week. Now, to be honest, we definitely had a lot, and I mean a lot, of crazy content come out over this past week, and a lot of crazy snipes to go with it. So I'm going to go ahead and show you guys a breakdown of every day and what I ended up sniping every day for the past week. So I'm excited to get into it. Before we get into it though, man, over 50% of you guys are still not subscribed to the channel. So if you enjoy the content, man, feel free to hit that subscribe button. Like I always say, it is absolutely free and it can be undone at any time. Let's get into some snipes though, boys. I'm excited, man. Let's get into it. Let's go. Okay, guys, so starting off with the very first day of this challenge, the day I decided to basically do a 1-week snipe challenge, it was Friday, like you guys saw. Now, to be honest, Friday was probably one of our best days for sniping because obviously the brand new content came out, and it was none other than fan favorites packs. And you guys know, bro, those packs always guarantee basically, you know, crazy players in them. There always is some type of crazy players in those packs. So I got on the filter. I actually ended up sniping for a little bit, and I got 2 snipes this day. Now, the first one I ended up getting, some of you guys might have already seen these snipes because I mean, I believe I did an actual snipe challenge on the day of. I did a TTO snipe challenge, but it's still a part of the 1-week snipe challenge. At the end of the day, we got ourselves a thon maker for 100,000 MT. That right there was a huge come up. I did actually end up selling him for 580k, and you guys are gonna see all the snipes pop up on the screen as I talk about them. Now, to be honest, the thon maker was actually pretty exciting. I did not know he was gonna go for over half a milli, so I was kind of, you know, shocked and kind of, you know, happy that he went for over half a milli, but definitely will take that. We will add up the profit, by the way, boys, at the very end, so stay tuned till the end to find out the total amount we made. But after the thon, you guys probably already know about this as well, but I did end up getting myself another card from the set. I ended up sniping myself an Anthony Davis for 100,000 MT as well, and I ended up selling him for over 500k too. So I mean, that right there was just 2 huge come ups, and we actually did have to win the game to actually keep those cards. So I'm kind of glad we won the TTO game that we had to play in that video. Definitely happy we didn't lose and, you know, had to throw them up for 500. So that right there already, bro, it kind of kickstarted the week off on the right foot. Even if I hadn't gotten a snipe for the next couple of days, I would be pretty solid off because I mean, I made a ton of MT that day. I got 2 crazy snipes, and to be honest, Friday was just a successful day in general. Now, boys, we got Saturday. Now, Saturday, I actually ended up getting 2 snipes as well. So, I mean, kind of back-to-back days with 2 snipes, which is kind of rare sometimes. I mean, it is kind of hard to get dark matter snipes on some days. So, I mean, this was kind of rare, but I did end up getting 2 dark matter snipes on Saturday as well, and 2 pretty good ones at that. Now, the first one I ended up getting was actually in the morning. It was kind of early in the morning. I actually ended up getting myself another thon maker for 100,000 MT. So, that right there was another huge W. Honestly, bro, I didn't even expect it. I was only on the filter for 2 minutes, and out of nowhere, boom, a thon maker popped up. Ended up scooping it for 100,000 MT. Now, I did end up selling this one for 610,000 MT. I did add blinders to him, bro, because obviously, I mean, it was in the token market. I decided to buy, throw it on thon, throw him up. He didn't actually sell for that much. I thought he was gonna sell personally for a lot more than he did, but he still sold for over 600k, so I cannot complain about that. A quick little, you know, half a milli profit, man. Cannot go wrong with that in the early morning while only spending 2 minutes on the filter. I mean, that's literally the perfect combination of things right there. Time spent and, you know, snipe gotten. Now, the next step after that thon maker on the same day, on that same Saturday, the second day of the challenge, I ended up getting myself none other than the brand new Hall of Fame inductee, bro, Kevin Garnett, for 100,000 MT. Now, some of you guys might have been here for this. This was actually on stream. So, I mean, if you guys saw this live, you guys saw it live. But the KG actually ended up selling for 260, I believe it was, which is kind of crazy. I did not expect it to sell for that much. And obviously, keep in mind, this was last week. We obviously now have like a GOAT Kevin Garnett in the game. So, I mean, no, he's not going for that much anymore. But back then, for some reason, he sold for 260. It kind of sold at like 1 a.m. in the morning. So, I mean, I don't know how I ended up getting that much for him, but I'm grateful for it. We'll take the profit, and we moved on to the next day. So boys, as you saw, bro, for the next 3 days, which was Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday, we didn't end up seeing a single snipe. Well, actually, we did actually end up seeing some snipes. We just didn't get them. I didn't really include my misses in this video. If you guys want to see, you know, a 1 week snipe challenge misses, I mean, I had a lot of them. So if you guys want to see like a separate video, or if you guys want me to tweet out about it, let me know in the comment section, or I could even, you know, type it up in the comment section and, you know, pin it so you guys could read what I missed. But for the next 3 days, we really didn't get anything, and that's the thing with sniping, bro. Sometimes, you know, you're gonna go crazy and you're gonna get a couple of crazy snipes in a few days, and then sometimes you're gonna kind of go on a dry spell, and that's what happened to me. So unfortunately, it is what it is. I mean, it happens to everybody pretty much. I just dealt with it. I mean, I just moved on, and obviously the next day it finally got better, and I'm kind of happy for it because we needed a snipe. It was a long time without a snipe, and the next day it finally got better. Boys, this was actually on Wednesday. We are moving on to that day right now, and the first snipe we got on Wednesday, bro, we ended up getting ourselves none other than Dark Matter Russell Westbrook. Now, I'm not sure when that free Evo Dark Matter Westbrook actually came out. I think it might have been the same day. That's why that Westbrook actually went up. But regardless of all that, bro, we got Westbrook for 100K, and he sold, to my surprise, for 270K. I don't know who in their right mind was paying that, but listen, bro, I got kind of lucky with selling some of these cards on today's video. Like, some of them actually sold for way more than they should have. Honestly, I don't even know what Westbrook's price was. I just saw him, I sniped him, threw him up, kind of went out, ended up getting my profit for him. So definitely, you know, excited about that nice little 180K profit, or 160K profit. Not bad at all. And then on the same day, we actually ended up getting ourselves somebody who is no longer a snipe but was a snipe, and you guys are going to see a few of these in today's video. But I ended up getting myself Gary Payton, Dark Matter Payton, for 100,000 MT, and I actually sold him for 160K. So obviously not really too much of a profit, but still a profit regardless. Right now, that man is literally pretty much a buy now. So I mean, still, you know, kind of a weird snipe to include into the video, but it was a snipe at the time I actually ended up getting it. So just keep that in mind. And yeah, on to the next day, man. So boys, all of my sniping on this day right here on Thursday, bro, was actually done before any of the leaks for content that we were gonna get on Friday. So obviously, if you don't know, 2K usually tweets out and like shows us a sneak peek at what's coming the next day. This week, they actually gave us a full-on like screenshot of all the cards coming out. We got a Kobe screenshot, a Kevin Garnett, and a Tim Duncan, and they were invincible cards. So basically, GOAT cards in 2K21, and obviously that kind of dropped the market a little bit. Now, all of the sniping I did on this day was actually done before, and I'm kind of happy for it. I actually also sold everything before they announced any of these things coming the next day. So obviously I was kind of on the filter early. I was, you know, getting at it pretty much. I was just trying to get as much as I could before, you know, they announced something, because I know on Thursdays it is kind of a difficult day to snipe, especially with like low tier cards, because 2K always announces something that kind of crashes the market. But we ended up going kind of crazy on Thursday, bro. We got our first snipe, and it was none other than Sean Kemp for 100,000 MT. I know what you guys are thinking. That's not a snipe logic. Well, yes, it was, because this Sean Kemp right here ended up selling for 140K. So I made a nice little profit on that right there. Nothing crazy, but again, profit adds up. You got to keep that in mind, man. At the end of the day, profit does add up. And then after the Sean Kemp, I actually ended up getting somebody, again, that really might not be considered a snipe anymore. It was none other than Ja Morant. I believe he actually had like something extra on him. I'm not 100% sure, but he might have had like a contract, a shoe, or some badges on him or whatever. He actually ended up selling for 160,000 MT. So that was a nice little come up again as well. Pretty much, if you add up the Sean Kemp and the Ja Morant profit, I made like 100K profit right there. So not bad at all, man. A huge W right there. And then, of course, I ended up getting myself another Ja Morant for 97K this time, and I ended up selling him for 130K. So not bad at all, man. Still a little bit of a profit. You just got to get lucky on selling these cards. I usually like to sell cards that, you know, go for kind of cheap overnight, because people do tend to overpay for no reason. So I mean, that right there was a nice little come up. I made a little bit of profit on that, you know, Thursday. It was kind of a slower day for crazy snipes. I did probably end up missing some things, but I still made a decent amount of profit, so I could not be mad at all. And boys, the last day I did this challenge, now obviously I had gotten some snipes on Saturday, which was yesterday. This video was actually supposed to drop yesterday, but scratch all that, bro. The last day was Friday, and this is when the new content came out. And to be honest, I'm gonna keep it a buck with you guys. I have never seen drier filters on a content day in my life, bro. Nothing was popping up at all. For some reason, we were unable to get anything crazy at all. We did get one snipe, as you guys probably saw in that video. We actually did miss a Michael Jordan, and I believe it was a Blake Griffin as well. So I mean, we did miss some things, but we did end up getting ourselves a Ja Morant for 88,000, and that card only sold for 128k. Still some profit though, probably around like 30-40k profit. Not too bad right there. Nothing crazy though. I expected a lot more from the filter. The filter just wasn't hot at all for some reason. I don't know what it was, bro. I guess people might have just been ripping too much, or people knew the value of cards. I don't know what it was, bro. At the end of the day, I didn't get much on that day, but still a very successful week overall. Let me show you guys how much we made in total. Let me add it up and I'll be back with you guys in a minute. So boys, give or take, we made around 1,910,000 MT, somewhere around there, bro. I'm not really sure the exact calculations, but it was somewhere around the range of 1.9 to 2 million MT in 1 week of sniping on the filter. And like I said, man, I didn't actually end up going that crazy on the filter. Like, I didn't end up spending like, you know, 20, 30, 40 hours a week on it. I only probably spent in total maybe 12 hours, I would say, something like that. Maybe like a little bit over 12 hours, somewhere around there, bro. So honestly, this kind of shows you an insight of what you could get in a week on sniping on the dark matter filter. Did I get lucky sometimes? Yes. Was I at the right place at the right time and on the right filter at the right time? Also yes. But at the end of the day, you never know what could happen with the dark matter filter. That's why I wanted to make this video, to show you guys that you should be trying to, you know, at least try snipe something on this filter, because you never know what could happen. It could be one of you guys that ends up sniping something crazy in like 2 minutes, like I did that thumb maker. So definitely let me know how this past week was for you guys sniping wise. Let me know if you guys got anything crazy and all that. And yeah, I'll catch you guys in the next one, man. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Leave a like if you did for more of these snipe challenges. Also hit that subscribe button. I will catch you guys in the next one though, man. I love you. Stay safe, stay blessed. Peace.